The Mountaineers look to continue their home success here today against the Arkansas State Red Wolves. I'm Joshua Cormorant alongside Appalachian State head coach Angel Elderkin. Coach, your team last time out played Coastal Carolina last Saturday. Started off the game slow, able to crawl your way back into it, and then pull away down in the fourth quarter. Can you talk about that game against Coastal a little bit?
Yeah, we didn't start it well. I think we got a lot of open shots to start the game that didn't fall. Go back and watch it. If those shots fall, it's a different start. I liked how our kids really dug down defensively. I thought in the second half that was the difference. There was a point where Ashley hit a three. It was 43-44. Call a timeout. And then from that moment, it was like our defense went on lockdown mode. We got 3 stops in a row, and we were slowly able to separate. They obviously came back with those 2 late steals. No panic from our team, and obviously can't go without talking about Madi's play in the 3 threes in a row. That really helped us.
Speaking of the senior leader, Madi Story, she really sparked the first quarter points for the Mountaineers to keep them in it, and then, like you said, helped them pull away in the fourth quarter. What does her leadership and her scoring ability show maybe the younger players moving forward, just as an example?
I think it shows them urgency. She's a senior, and every time we play a game, it's like, this is going to be your last opportunity to beat Coastal, who's never been beaten in this building. We were in Texas, last time in Texas to get one. And so I think she displays a level of urgency that we've got to get instilled in our younger players because they're not seniors. You know, they have a lot of basketball left, but I also think she also demonstrates you never know when your last time could be coming back from an injury. So I think she really wants to win, and I think she demonstrates that night in and night out for us.
You've mentioned the slow start against Coastal Carolina, and your team has struggled sometimes in the first quarter of games. Just talk about what can the team do differently. Is it a youth problem, or is it just a switch that can be flipped?
I think we talk about it. Why aren't we starting? And we address urgency. And then foul trouble. You know, when Pre picks up a foul 20 seconds into a contest, and now I have to sub her. If you go back and look at some of our games, we generally get down when our rotation gets off to start. And then sometimes it is our starting guys, and then I got a sub to try to spark them. So I think foul trouble has been something that's been really tough for our team to overcome. And we just got to continue to stay focused and get them ready. I mean, we try everything. It's like hype videos, motivational speeches, but when it really comes down to it, it's the players on the floor being focused and being energetic and not waiting until we're down to display the sense of urgency that's needed right from the start.
Arkansas State, they won their first 3 conference games. They've lost their last 3 as well. A lot of it's been due to second chance points, which I know has been a big emphasis on the glass for your team. What's the game plan early on in this game? Is it to go down low to Bailey Plumbers, just crash the glass and try and beat them at the glass early?
I think the biggest thing is, yes, to set the tone. One of the things we've added to our game goal board is that when we score 15 second chance points, we win. And so we're getting our team to buy into that. Last time out against Coastal, we had 12 of those second chance points in the first half. And looking at Arkansas State, they're not a great rebounding team, so it's something we've got to expose. However, Brian Boyer is a very good coach, and so if he's aware of that, that's their weakness and that's our strength. So I'm expecting them to come out and really put an emphasis on putting bodies on us to start, and hopefully we do not back down to that and we continue to pursue the basketball and pursue the rebounding.
Besides the rebounding part of the game, this is a big game for your team. You're 3-2 in the Sun Belt. You're trying to catch up to the leaders and just play your game. What other areas of focus are you looking for in today's game?
One big thing is obviously being able to defend without fouling. With Arkansas State coming in here and leading the country in free throw attempts and getting there 27 times, that's a problem for us, especially when I talk about when we get players in foul trouble, we struggle. So I think we got to be locked down on D. You're going to see some different looks from our defense tonight for the first time. We haven't really showed, just so we can try to protect some of our guys early, because their three leading scorers really want to attack the paint. They really do a good job of drawing fouls, so we have to be ready for that right from the start.
And lastly, your team, like I mentioned, is 3-2 in the Sun Belt. You're 9-7 overall. You've already surpassed last season's total. Talk about the team from last year to this season, and then just the mindset of your overall team going forward, knowing that you have a chance to win the Sun Belt.
Yeah, I think this process for us started in the summer. We had a standard and we had an expectation that we asked our players to meet, and we constantly were working. This team put in a lot of work. This team continues to put in a lot of work, and I think what you're seeing is just our steps in the process. Do we believe as a team that we can finish in the top of the Sun Belt? Absolutely. Is tonight going to be a test to that? Absolutely. We're still young. I say this all the time. We're still learning how to win. I think now our team's in a new territory. We got 9 wins. We have more than we've had. We're winning at home. And I think that's a challenge. Now that you're winning, how are you going to respond? How are you going to be? And we can't let complacency get into our veins. And we got to continue to know that we got to continue to play like we got picked 9th and we're the underdog. And that's going to be my message to our team today.
Well, thank you, Coach, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.